Thank you, Ate Kini. Mga kababayan, welcome back. Magandang hapon po, good afternoon, and welcome back to Fiesta Wairarapa Pinoy Radio. Today's date is the 27th, gaya ng sabi ni Ate Kini at the start of the show. Samahan niyo po kami from 4 to 5:30. So, mga Filipino events po natin, as per usual, yung pinopromote ko linggo-linggo, Eraserheads Reunion World Tour this coming March 15. So ano na lang 'yan, bali 6 na linggo na lang 'yan. So if you wish to book your tickets now, late next week i-divulge ko na yung mga prices. I'm pretty sure you can see the adverts on Facebook as well. So the Eraserheads will be coming to New Zealand this coming March 15 at the Trust Arena in Auckland. Ticket sales, so just contact me or si Sheila Cavinta of Silhouette Productions. And then ano po yung mga Wairarapa events po natin for this week. Bukas po hanggang sa 31st, Showdown Wine, Hawke's Bay versus Martinborough will continue. So it will happen from starting tomorrow again till the 31st. This will be at 2 p.m. start until 10 p.m. at the Karahui Wine Bar and Eatery. And then of course, this coming February 1, this coming Saturday po ay yung Martinborough Fair po natin. It starts at 8 a.m. in the morning until in the afternoon, and stalls will be all over Martinborough Fair. Square, sorry. Hindi pala fair. Yeah, so yan lang muna yun. Binabawasan ko na yung mga events. Nakakapagod na kasi mag-research. But anyway, kung gusto nyong tumingin ng mga local events po ng Wairarapa, just Google Event Finder and then type in Wairarapa, and then merong mga doon, may filter doon if you want events that are free, that are up to $50 of entry, meron pong ganun. Marami pong nangyayari na events this coming week, especially leading up to the Martinborough Fair this coming Saturday.
I think the Lavender Farm is still open next week.
May bulaklak pa ba siya?
Meron pa. I
Okay.
went there yesterday. Yeah, I went there yesterday. Open daw sila. I think it's the last weekend nila. And they still have the flowers.
Lavender Abbey yan, yung sa
Yung
Carterton.
Lavender Abbey sa Carterton.
Ano nga yan sa Martinborough? Buhay ba? Bukas pa ba sila?
Yun ang hindi ko alam.
Baka hindi na. Kasi nung the last time I saw on photos, hindi na masyadong purple yung ano.
No.
Yeah.
Hindi, pero kasi yung isa, yung nasa Martinborough, ginagamit kasi din yun na Lavender Farm as a stargazing
That's right.
place.
Yeah.
But anyway, balitang espesyal, yung mga news po natin. Today's article is the UNESCO dedicates International Day of Education 2025 to Artificial Intelligence. Right, so in Baku, the Director General of United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, or UNESCO, Audrey Azoulay, has decided to dedicate International Education Day 2025 on January 24, which is last Friday, to the opportunities and challenges of artificial intelligence. According to UNESCO, Azulab is calling on UNESCO's member states to invest in training both teachers and students on the responsible use of this technology within the field of education. AI offers major opportunities for education provided that its deployment in schools is guided by clear ethical principles. To reach its full potential, this technology must complement the human and social dimensions of learning rather than replace them. It must become a tool at the service of teachers and pupils with the main objective of being their autonomy and well-being, it said. By dedicating the International Day of Education 2025 to artificial intelligence, UNESCO is aiming for a global discussion on the place of this technology within education. The publications by UNESCO include the suggestion to set an age limit of 13 for the use of AI in classrooms. So, ito, magandang controversial ito. UNESCO also points out the resources allocated by government towards AI must be in addition to and not divert from the financial resources already committed to education. At a time when 1 in 4 primary schools still has no access to electricity and 60% are not connected to the internet, essential needs must remain the priority. Well-managed and well-equipped schools with well-trained and well-paid teachers who are motivated for their mission. So AI, so gaya no na mention ni Ate Kini kanina during our break na si Trump nag-declare sa one of his
he's
speeches
provided, I think, a budget of 5 billion
Para saan?
for AI use.
for AI development.
AI
5
development.
billion.
Mayaman talaga nga.
Yeah.
5 billion hindi, US government 'yan.
US
Kasi presidente na siya eh.
Oo. Yeah. It's the US government.
He's the president now. Again.
Sorry, I'm well behind the news in America.
He started in January 20, so he's been there
What
for 7
happened to
days.
the current one?
Gone.
Si Biden nag-retire na.
Ah,
Tapos na yung term
Tapos
eh.
siya. Natalo siya.
Talo siya eh.
Natalo siya.
So
So, si Trump yung nanalo.
hindi kasi natin yung news yung
Yeah,
election.
that's why I'm well
So,
behind to the news.
kasi hindi naman siya para sa akin, hindi naman siya newsworthy. But talking about AI, napag-usapan nga namin ni Ate Kini, like what we do with our script or with our production here, as well as in my workplace, ako gumagamit na ako ng AI as a tool.
It's actually
So,
a really good tool.
It is too.
You use it as a basis of
Pero,
yeah. And so it helps you, and then you still have to use your human thinking.
yeah. So, ang ano lang naman ng UNESCO is yung parang pakiusap niya, mag-develop nga ng AI, like every government develop, pero you still have to, hindi kukunin doon sa budget ko, whatever budget every government wants for education. Hindi siya incorporated ba? Dagdagan. Yan yung ibig sabihin ni Azulay, yung UNESCO chair. Kasi mayroon pang mga ibang bansa na hindi naman binanggit sa article na wala ngang kuryente. 30% walang kuryente.
Yeah.
And then 60% of primary schools in some parts of the world wala nga internet. Paano ka makagamit ng AI? So yun, doon dapat makafocus yung budget. So kung may gobyerno ka, yun ang unahin mo, wag AI. Yun yung pakiusap niya. Ang AI, separate yung budget for AI development. Kaya nga si Trump nga, separate talaga yung AI development niya. Even though whether it's used in whatever departments of his government at the moment, pero UNESCO is asking the focus of AI will be in education.
Okay.
And then yung even though I've skipped a couple of paragraphs here because puro na lang yung demographics, yung yung isang publication stated that yung limit ng use ng AI is over 13 years of age. Dapat below 13 hindi pa pwedeng gumamit ng AI. As a segue nga may napanood akong video, try nyo sa YouTube yung infographics na page on YouTube. I was researching about generational differences. Yeah, like for example yung the greatest generation, the silent generation, the baby boomers, the generation X, generation Z, and then generation millennials, and then alphas. So ang generation Z is also considered as millennials kasi may crossover nga when they hit the year 2000. So tapos yung pinaka-latest ngayon yung children or people born from 2010 onwards. So, basically, yung Generation Alpha, ang pinakamatanda, 15 years old na. So, they are the ones who are the natives. Ang coin na ginagamit, the natives of smartphones. So, surprisingly, marami akong natutunan nun sa video. So, if you want to watch, especially when we talk about AI, so, ang talagang marunong gumamit or nagde-develop ng AI are both the Gen Zs and the Alphas. Sila kasi yung naglalaban both millennials kasi yan sila, millennial and post-millennials. Yung Generation X, people born from 1965 to 1980, yan yung pinakatamad.
Are you Gen X?
No,
Gen X tayo.
Gen X.
Hindi yan
Hindi,
Gen X hindi.
Sa last ako ng baby boomer
Sa pinakadulo siya ng baby boomer.
Ay nga pala.
Boomer siya.
Oo.
So, ang difference ng boomer at saka yung boomer kasi sabi nila ito kasi yung may mga remnants ng resilience because of the Vietnam War, the Korean Wars. And then ang Generation X, which is from 1965 to 1980, wala talagang nangyaring malalaki. Wala. So kaya tinaguri ang tamad. Mga tamad.
Wala ka din.
Actually, kasi nagtingin din ako ng mga stats regarding na ang actually ang Generation X nga kasing grabe makagamit ng internet kumpara mo sa Gen Z.
Gen Z yung 1981.
1981 to 1995, and then yung millennials and yung 1995 to 2010. And then 2009?
Millennials na. Yung mga anak natin na bata pa. Like Dominic is a millennial. Si Yani ba millennial?
Millennial.
Yes.
Millennial na 96. So,
si Jules yung Gen 2. Gen Z, sorry. Yeah.
Gen Z ba siya? Hindi
1984.
Gen Z yan siya. So, mga contemporary niya within that generation would be sila Mar.
Yes.
Sila Mar, sila Irvin.
Parang ganun.
Younger lang sila kay JB. A little bit.
Si Christopher Gen Z din. Si siya, 2002. 2002? No. 1992.
1992.
Si Dominic yung millennial.
So, yan. Pero AI na ngayon, yung heavy user ng AI is the Gen X up to the Kasi ang alpha, hindi gumagamit na yung mga 10 to 15-year-old.
Wala pa ngayon.
Hindi, sila yung nag-i-introduce ng retro. According doon sa pinanood ko.
Okay.
Ano retro?
Kung ano yung mga suot ng mga nanay nilang mga Gen X o Gen X at saka Gen Z ay millennials. Yung kasi karamihan ng mga Gen Alpha, mga anak yan ng mga millennials Yung sumunod sa si JB ang millennial, sorry. Gen Z yung from 1995 onwards. Baliktad, sorry.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Generation Z na yung born in 2000. Yung mga from 1995 sila yung Gen Z. Millennials. So Gen X, millennials, Gen Z, Gen Alpha. Baliktad. Binaliktad. Pero going back to AI, yan, talaga yan. Gamit na talaga ngayon. Ako si Ate Kini, obvious masyado yung mga content na pinapadala niya.
Hindi naman din sa AI sa akin Tayo naman siguro.
Hindi kasi it's more convenient doing that.
Yes, exactly.
Mag-chat GPT ka lang. Find me an article about ganito ganyan. Na talaga
It's
very
really good. Because it's like the boosted internet.
Yes.
Because if you go to the internet, you have to scroll through which one is the one that fits. So as this one, tanungin mo lang siya, gives you the
answer.
Ang tanong ko, is it ba good or bad sa mga taong tulad natin na we just relying on na instead of focusing on ourselves really, on thinking? What do
Hindi,
you think?
naman kasi dyan na yung pathway ng natin So, yan na yung pathway. Ako, may personal bias ako so mahilig din ako sa conspiracy theories AI is the inception of the creation of something much larger than human beings.
Yeah.
So, ang sabi ko nga, ang next step nitong AI na to, pag sobrang talino na,
Naku.
baka Terminator na ang sunod
Because it really learns, it picks up a lot from you, but it's amazing. Like when you ask it to create a poem for your husband, for example, or for your children, you just feed it some information, and it puts together a poem that you can't create yourself.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hindi,
yeah.
ma-create mo siya in a way, pero matagal.
Matagal.
Mm.
Whereas siya, seconds lang.
So does
tapos
that
na.
makes us being lazy now of thinking? No,
Not
really.
necessarily, not necessarily.
really.
Ang parang based doon sa video na napanood ko, I think AI sort of limits your social interaction na. Yun yung isa sa mga ano niya, social interaction, and then yung life skills hindi na na-achieve through practical application. Meaning, katulad yan, so even though you teach the children hands-on, halimbawa, paano maglagari ng kahoy. So, gusto mo, face-to-face, yung makita ng bata kung paano ginawa paglagari. Ngayon, sa kanila, nunod na lang YouTube.
I guess so.
So, ganito pala maglagari ng kahoy.
Right. Yeah.
Yun yung pero hindi naman nila alam kung paano, buti kung lahat ng YouTube detalyado talaga, pati yung ano yung titingnan mo sa kahoy, sa grain, yung mga ganon. Baka na lang sinubukan nila maglagari, putol yung daliri ng bata.
Walang health and safety, ganon.
Hindi naman, kasi meron ng mga video na may
okay.
health and safety din, paano maglagari ng kahoy. Just an example ba. Pero mas maganda talaga yung face to face na nakikita talaga na Kaya nga natatawa ako, last year meron akong pinost na blog kasi gusto na nila yung nursing online na. Tapos meron akong pinost na video na yung nagturo kasi online na siya paano yung mechanical lift para ialsa yung paa ng pasyente. Okay. So nanood lang ng video yung nurse. And then yung practical application nung pinindot niya, umakyat na yung paa. Hindi niya mapatay. Umakyat tuloy yung pasyente. Kaysa yung actual na face-to-face na may nagturo kung how to turn it off, turn it on, how to go up, go down. Iba talaga.
Yeah.
So, yun yung changes ngayon because of the technology.
It's a lot easier now, especially when you're studying, because there's a lot of things you can really give us an outline.
Dito, they're really good that you brought it up.
Yeah.
Kasi ang UNESCO is actually asking them, kasi it should not replace. Kung halimbawa nagre-research ka, gagawa ka ng essay, pwede mo kasing utusan si AI, gawa mo ako essay.
Tama.
So, gagawa na sa'yo. So, meaning, hindi ka na nag-research.
Yun lang.
Kaya nga may rule dun sa age.
Yes.
Children below
13 are not allowed.
Yeah. Kasi, like say,
lahat na lang siguro tayo magre-rely na
reading
dyan.
a book, for example, it really depends. And I think it becomes a mindset. That AI would just give me a summary of this book. So it gives you a summary of the book. But then, it's on you to actually go on and buy the book or read the book. Yeah. Para mas marami ka pang malalaman.
Yun nga. So, yun yung nangyayari ngayon sa ina-avoid nila. Kaya nga, even with schools these days, if the students are using AI to actually develop their essays or their assignments, meron din pangontra din ang school. Meron silang mga AI detectors. But the question is, here the sort of conundrum lies. Kasi even though gumamit yung student ng AI, but you cannot really prove na yung paper niya was plagiarized by AI. Hindi mo talaga ma-prove. Kasi pwede mo naman kasing sabihin ng estudyante na ako yung nagbigay ng idea sa AI lang yung gumawa. Pero I gave all the input or the information and the references.
That means that's valid?
Oo.
Kasi halimbawa sa office merong nag-present ng PowerPoint tapos binigay niya yung meaning ng whatever she was doing. Pero hindi niya credit yung AI, bali inano niya yun na it was her
He created it.
Yeah, so when I look at AI and ask for exactly the same sort of input, ganon yung sinabi ng AI, exactly what she did in her presentation. So yun sabi ni Ryan na you will be able to detect na it's AI created.
Kasi meron naman kasi mga AI detectors din. Malalaman mo talaga kung AI driven yung assignment. May sa for schools just based on my personal experience. Kaya ginagamit yun. Pero I still have to have the conversation with the student. Gaano ka deep yung use mo ng AI. Kasi ako mismo, I'm guilty of using AI to do my teaching.
Oh yes.
So,
why don't you?
pero
I mean,
pero hindi yun siya
that's
kasi
why there is available
it's
for.
equivalent of like doing research work.
Yeah.
Instead of going through all that time that you need to do research, you just ask AI. But then you also have to do your critical thinking, and I think that's what really is.
hindi doon kasi nadadali sa referencing.
Yeah, you
Doon ko napapansin yung iba.
because you have to get a reference out of the one that you are
kailangan mo
getting
talaga.
the research from. Yes, where did you get them from?
Doon
So you can't say this from the AI.
Ngayon yung ChatGPT, it quotes na kung saan galing yung kanyang ni-research. It would say galing siya sa Facebook o galing
Kaya
sa
nga
YouTube,
diyan na nadadali nga na hindi mo na kailangan basta magbigay ka lang
Oh,
ng
I should go back to school then.
base hindi babagsak ka rin yan. Kung ganun ang gawin mo. Kasi nakikita talaga ng AI detectors. So meaning either kung hindi kami kumbinsido as lecturers, then we will ask for your base
Understanding.
hindi yung kasi 'di ba nagsusulat ka kung ano yung gusto mong mangyari. Hahanapin namin yun as evidence. Kasi kung wala kang maipresenta na yun yung base information that you have researched, then mali. And then tinitingnan na namin yan. Unlike before, titingin lang kami sa mga reference niya. Ngayon, kiniklik na talaga namin yung mga references. Kung totoong reference ba yun.
Okay guys, let's move on. Ryan, got your shoutouts.
Okay, so personal shoutout ko lang. Birthday greetings for the week past, today, and for the rest of the week. Belated happy birthday to the following people. Si Chelsea Arakan Luste. Ito yung Glenwood to, di ba? Glenwood Girl. Isa sa mga membro ng Glenwood Girls. And then, of course, belated happy birthday yesterday, si Jen Kainday.
Pakansay.
Pakinsay nagtatrabaho. Asawa or may bahay ni Elmer. And then yung work colleague ko naman who is also a registered nurse na si Stacy Smith. And then yung kabatchmate naman namin, barkada ni Mitch na si Rosemary Balolong Prudenciano. Belated happy birthday, Neng. And then my high school batchmate na si Roy Libang. Birthday niya kahapon din. And finally, belated happy birthday to my oldest daughter na si Riani Rox Soriano who celebrated their birthday yesterday. And then celebrating their birthdays today, yung nurse, wala na siya sa Wairarapa Hospital but used to work for medical surgical ward na si Yuri Venning. And then yung cardiac nurse specialist po natin dito sa Wairarapa na si Jill Trower. So Yuri and Jill are celebrating their birthdays today. So happy birthday to you both. Advance happy birthday to the following people. Anak ni Kuya Boy at saka ni Ate Nora na si Juliana Ronyo yung bunso. Advance happy birthday. Si John Valdez yung beekeeper.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. John De La Rosa, yung English natin so
Tutor,
Wednesday yata, this Wednesday.
Oh, this Wednesday.
Yeah.
Kukulitin ko.
And then advance happy birthday din kay Mark Daboy Sutalbo.
Okay.
Wednesday din yata o Tuesday. And then yung kasama ko sa governance sa District Health Board na si Yvette Grace. Advance happy birthday, Yvette. So yun yung mga birthdays natin. And then regards and thank you to the following people. Si Sandro at saka si Miles, si Adaw. Sila na lang dalawa eh. Wala na yung mga anak na, wala na mga bata. And then the Hipolito family, namely si Alex at saka si Carol with their daughter Hazel Hipolito. And then regards din to Christina Dunsmuer and family, si Peter at saka yung dalawang mga bata. And then thank you din to the Kainday family. Jen, yung nag-birthday kahapon, for inviting us. at saka yung husband niyang si Elmer. At the same time kasi nag-birthday si Jen, at saka christening din nung anak nilang lalaki na si Asher Kane. So, regards to Kainday family, namely Elmer and Jen, with kids Amber and newly christened boy na si Asher. And then, regards and thank you to Labor Attaché Angel Borja, who completed his tour as the Labor Attaché for New Zealand, Australia last week. Umuwi na ng Pinas. So thank you very much, sir, for your service. And finally, loving regards to my children, Riani, Rainier, Renee, and Caleb, with our fur babies, Chloe, Riley, and Robin, and to my beautiful wife, Michi, 14344 as per usual. Sana nag-enjoy ka sa first day mo in class today. So, yan lang po sa akin. Back to you, Ate Kini.
Thank you so much, Ryan. That's really good. Okay.